let's do this one. Happy Thursday. It's March 21st, 2019, and I'm Eric, talking at you as always from beautiful downtown Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, where I'm starting a campaign to stop the unnecessary harvesting of volcanoes to make lava lamps.
I used to think that.
Everybody has to have a cause, right? That's going to be mine.
Lava, and then how does it not fuck the glass up? I never understood that.
I'm sure I can get some sort of funding out of Justy for it. How you doing? Welcome to the first episode of this year.
Yay!
That's kind of exciting. That was we got a good response for our last episode. It wasn't very well executed, but it got a good response. A lot of fun.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. It was fun.
Good stuff. I was very slightly unprepared today. A very unproductive day. But glad to have you on the show. I just talked to a guy who's going to want to be a guest of ours, but he wants to remain anonymous because he's a little worried about his job. But he's going to come on. He's got some big political views he wants to share with us, so we're going to have him on in the next couple of weeks here. Yeah, it'll be really cool. But he wants to go as far as like a voice disguiser.
Really?
Yeah, he's got some pretty serious.
You get to talk like a dude with a machine voice? That's awesome.
Yeah, because he made the point, and very validly, I might say, that we are one of the few countries in the world that currently does not have freedom of speech. You can lose your job for saying the wrong thing if it's not politically correct, and his views definitely aren't. Yeah, he's he makes a great point. I don't necessarily agree with him a lot, but you can't say he's wrong, really.
No.
Disagreeable, definitely, but not necessarily wrong. Interesting guy. Been a long time since I've talked to him. It was good. Anyway, so he mentioned that he loves the political commentary. That's his favorite part, so that's neat that he has a favorite part. And I have been enjoying that too, and it's just getting better and better. And it doesn't look like it's slowing down anytime soon. But I kind of took the day off from hearing too much of what was going on, other than Doug Ford was found to be, he did nothing wrong in appointing what's-his-nuts to commissioner. That's all.
Could make it in. That's got to be wrong.
Well, they've decided there was no wrongdoing there.
Why do we even have a government? Like, what's the fucking point? They clearly don't do anything.
Oh, it keeps a lot of people employed.
Yeah, but it's all the wrong people.
Yeah, of course. But
I don't get it.
Yeah, no, neither do I. But what do you need them for when you've got a high school teacher and a reality show host running things? It really doesn't much matter anymore.
What a fucking mess.
Yeah, it really is. Interestingly enough, on the point, we've been making the point for almost a year now about the avocado farms and how they're terrible for the environment.
Yeah.
Something I learned today that makes perfect sense. It never crossed my mind, and I'm embarrassed about it. Pomegranate juice. Have you ever eaten a pomegranate?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. How much juice do you get out of that bad boy?
That's a great fucking question.
Right? None. It's all those little seeds in the middle.
Yeah, you don't get very much.
You know how many goddamn pomegranates it takes to make a liter of juice? These things are massive, these operations. They're horrible, giant, land-eating, land-destroying farms because they produce so little juice, this fruit, that it takes massive amounts of them to make pomegranate juice. It's a terrible thing. It's worse for the environment than everything else added up, apparently.
I'm just not all that fucking surprised.
No. So the avocados that are so good, and the pomegranate juice that's the new cranberry juice, which I was always impressed with the cran man getting in. That the cranberry salesman was a wizard, man. He got that shit in everything. And the pomegranate guy was doing just as good. But all these things that are apparently good and that people have told us out, they're terrible. They're the worst shit out there.
What the fuck is that?
What's...
Well, I can't log into my PayPal for a second because I don't know my badge. Because when I logged into my PayPal, it just automatically saved it through the Google thing. But when I actually downloaded the app to use it,
game over.
It can't verify it's me with my fucking email address. What the hell?
Just do it!
I don't know, but
Shit.
it's that's a interesting question. I'll just point out real quick that no, I'm not going to. I'll say this part of the show is brought to you by the Champion Tree Entertainment Company. Champion Tree Entertainment Company is a single-stop solution for the independent artist, musician, or entertainer looking to start a new career or possibly breathe life into an existing one. Anything you could think of you need to do, Champion Tree's already thought of, and they're going to do it at a ridiculous price for you. And an exciting joint venture this year with Bullet Marketing here in Vancouver. We're now able to offer low barrier, low interest loans, making it even easier for you to explore your talent, or explore your potential, discover your talent, and realize your dreams. Shoot us a message at thingstotry@outlook.com. Thingstotry@outlook.com. Or you can have a look at our website, possibilities.simdiff.com. That's Champion Tree Entertainment Company, because the only things in life that are impossible are the things you don't try. Yeah, it's awesome. I'm pretty amazing. As I've said before, it's something I've wanted to do since I was 14 years old, and the fact that it's actually producing anything at the moment is just amazing to me. Also, a big shift, since we don't have a lot to talk about. I do want to talk about the new podcast, because I've been asked to change it, and it makes perfect sense, and I'm going to. So, Just Another Day is an in-depth look at life here on the downtown east side of Vancouver, which is often called the worst neighborhood in the world, and no one really tells its story from the point of view of the people living it every day. And I'm walking around with a microphone in my pocket, damn near 24 hours a day. Who better to let everybody know what's really going on down here? So that will be the direction of the show. It's not going to be a big poor us thing. There's some happy moments too. There's a lot of laughter. There's a lot of talent down here. There's amazing artists and musicians that go undiscovered. It's a very interesting neighborhood, and people don't talk enough about the things that go on. Robert Pickton was swept under the rug so fast people barely remember his name. That's one of the biggest news stories in our country ever in the last 150 years, and nobody talks about it. The fentanyl crisis, which is in no way ending. It's just as bad as ever, but it doesn't make headlines anymore. It's glaringly evident that pharmaceutical companies are partnering with various levels of government to ensure that there's no end to this crisis in the near future, and it's never talked about. So I feel kind of a bit of a social responsibility to try and do my best to shine some light on the good, the bad, and the ugly, and that will be the main body of the new show that's going to debut, ideally, probably not this weekend, but next weekend. So stay tuned for that. I'll be probably talking to you guys about it quite a bit. Yeah, I think it is awesome. I was really excited about it. I've been talking to someone about it for a couple of days, and It really got me excited. Because the music scene thing is just not cool. It doesn't exist. That's one episode, and then after that I got nothing. So
That's alright. Pardon me.
Yeah. So I guess we'll have a little. I've got some social commentary I'd like to just make. And I want to see if you've heard this, Gord. So I'm going to do a little skit for you tonight. I'm going to do some acting. I'm going to play both roles in this little skit. And you tell me how often you've seen this, because I saw it twice just today. So I'm going to play both characters here. I call this play Two Guys on the Street, and one of them's a fucking idiot. And the other one is a guy with a dog. So here we go. This is it. Oh, that's a beautiful dog. Yeah, it's not friendly. Stay away from him. Oh no, all dogs like me. No, my dog doesn't like anybody. Don't go near it. My arm. I also played the part of the dog there, in case you didn't know.
Well done, sir. I almost thought there was a real dog there for a minute.
Good stuff. I saw this happen twice today, just today, and the victim, air quotes, going absolutely banana hammock on the dog owner, even though they were warned very explicitly, don't go near my dog, it's not a friendly dog. Oh no, dogs love... No, listen to the fucking dog owner, you retards. Now, first of all, you don't go up and pet a dog. I don't go up and pet your children. Don't go up and pet mine. It's stay the fuck away from the goddamn dogs to begin with. It's not your dog. And you have no valid argument that the dog did something wrong when you reach out after being told twice not to.
Yeah, but everybody thinks they're smarter than everybody else, so they
yeah.
think that they have to matter and listen.
You're not. You watch that Cesar Chavez motherfucker who you think you know something. No. I think that's his name, right? The dog whisperer dude? Doesn't matter.
Caesar Milan?
Whatever I don't care. Caesar Salad. I don't give a shit. You're not him.
Caesar Salad.
You can't fucking...
He's an appetizer.
Everybody knows better than the owners of their dog. No, you don't. Stay away from them. These are big... A lady got bowled over by a pit bull. He had to weigh about $140. This was a large mammal. And then she looks all shocked and terrified, like this dog has done something wrong. No, the dog's being a dog. That's what dogs do. They're an animal. And you were born twice. He said, my dog doesn't like anybody. Oh no, dogs like me. Everybody likes me. No. You're going to die. These are large. Now, that's another thing. Why does everyone in fucking Vancouver have a dog 3 times their size? I just see these people getting dragged down the street all day. Top speed. They've got these just massive animals dragging them around, and they can't control them. That's kind of bad on its own. But the ones that are under control, they're not friendly. Stay away from them. That gnashing of the teeth and growling sound, that's not an inviting sound.
That's not what you call inviting. No.
It's I just don't get how people are this inept. First of all, dogs don't care. They don't. We make that up. We anthropomorphize them. We put feelings on them, and we go, "Oh, he feels." No, he doesn't. He's a dog. They don't feel. Oh, look, he loves me. You see the way he's licking me? No, he loves salt, and you taste like salt. That's why he does that. If you didn't, he wouldn't. When you die, he'll eat you. Well, before the paramedics come, they will taste you. They'll sample you. That's what they do. They're wild animals. We throw a leash on them and we pretend they're not. Look how fast they return to the wild when given the opportunity.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's that fucking lady who, she had died in her apartment, and she had a little dog. I think it was a small dog. I think it was like a fucking Shih Tzu or something.
Oh, they're the worst of the worst.
Yeah, and she had died, and the dog, by the time they found her, it was 2 weeks later, the dog had fucking been eating the shit out of her, trying to maintain life.
That's what they do.
I thought that was awesome.
And I have the same deal with any pet I've ever owned. I told my cat Ram